Hello, a few ladies have asked me to do a foundation and contour tutorial, so that is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm a little bit freckly with no makeup on, but I am going to be using my MAC Studio Fix Fluid with my Real Techniques stippling brush. And before I do any of that, I'm going to be using my Fix Plus Prep and Prime spray from MAC, and this hydrates my skin. Also means I don't have to have another layer of moisturiser on my face. About 2 pumps on the hand I use, and then I dot it all over my face. This is just so it's evenly placed around, and then I just go in my stippling brush, which does all the work. It does have a lot of foundation in it, even though I've used it like twice since I cleaned it, so you do have to clean these regularly. I use a circular motion and a sort of stippling patting to start with, and then blend it all through the face. It does give a flawless finish, and I think the brush does help with whatever foundation you use. This foundation is definitely a very high coverage. I then like to use some of my concealer. It is in Fair No. 1 by Collection 2000. I use this to highlight above my cheekbones, my nose, my forehead, my cupid's bow and my chin. This is great for contouring, but guys, it dries so quick, so it's one of them products that you really have to blend quickly. So as you can see, I'm just applying this first, and then I'm going to be using another light concealer just to apply under my contour areas. It's called the Healthy Mix, and I'm going to use a buffing brush for this. First of all, I'm going to spray it with some Prep and Prime, because that always makes my brushes a little bit damp and helps product really blend on well. You don't have to use Prep and Prime, you can literally just use a water bottle with spray, like a spray on it. So that blends around really good, but it is quite hard to blend after it dries, so it's best to just get right in there. And for my nose, I use a Real Techniques brush, kind of like a smaller version of the buffing brush. I think this is a crease brush, but I do take off excess amounts of makeup on a wet pad, and then voila. I spray again my face just before I add some of the dark contours, and for that I do use the FIT Maybelline in 30, very dark, so you don't have to use much whatsoever. I apply it straight from the bottle. I wouldn't suggest doing this on other people, it's very unhygienic, but just considering I'm doing this only on myself, I am using this out of the bottle. I do it around the sides of my face and my cheekbones. However, I do leave my nose out because I found that using Anastasia Beverly Hills contour palette in the powders is a lot better. Now, I don't have a clue why, guys, but I did record it. It just seemed to have deleted off my camera. But I do, on top of this, use Anastasia Beverly Hills contour palette, and I will link that in the description so you can go and have a look at it. But that's what gives me the sort of grey natural finish on the contours. I'm also going to be doing this eye look, so I will link that as soon as possible. I hope you liked it. Thank you!